with that, time to move on to the bonus thing that I was contemplating doing. I wasn't sure if this would work, but I did a test recording of it using the current layout, and things seem to work okay. So let's go ahead and change that. And I also changed the window size just to, you know, have less blank space in the recording window. The year 20XX. Things explode! Just like any other time, potentially. Nothing is ruined. Everything's fine. It will be, anyway. What makes me more confident about this whole thing is that whole cutscene actually went through a lot better than it used to. Since there's been quite a few updates since really the last time I seriously played this. And I've played this way back when it was in beta. And yeah, things have definitely been added since last time I did this on even a semi-consistent basis. So 20XX is basically a roguelike, basically done in the style of kind of the Mega Man X series, I guess. And you actually have two options here, which we'll see once the loading screen gets done, which I'm not really blaming on the on me streaming. It's just how it is with me. Okay, something ain't right here. That's not right. Let's see here. Yeah, that is kind of weird that my inputs are being... Yeah, this is my N64 controller, which is what I've always used when playing this. So I don't know why it's doing weird things now. Yeah, I haven't messed with the cord, like, at all. Or, well, okay, I just fiddled with the cord a little bit, and that seemed to... I don't know. What are some of these new things? Because I don't know what these things even are. Increased mobility, reduces damage. Zookeeper's Zeal, and hello, Omega!
How you doing, guy? Melee?
I'm doing alright.
Yeah. Just got home from work.
Yeah, you had just missed me finish X2, but we got something else going.
Yeah, 20XX?
Yep. Yeah, so with this you have two different options. You can play as Nina, which is basically X. Or you can play as Ace, which is basically,
0.
Basically, yeah. And honestly, I prefer playing as Ace. And there's one specific weapon of his that I really like, and I hope I get to show it off. So,
and that is?
We'll get to it if we come across it. So this game is basically a roguelike done in the typical style of Mega Man games. And there's 8 bosses, and I start with the axe, which is alright. It does quite a bit of damage. Does what is basically a when you're in the air and you attack, you basically do this big ground slam thing, which is alright, but you kind of have to be careful that you don't do that when you're over a pit.
Okay.
So how do I get
An axe. Well, you got something to grind.
Maybe I have to... okay, yeah. There's... I go up here. And go across this way. And every level has a... Oh, there's another weapon here. Oh, the Plasma Blender! That's the weapon I was hoping to see.
Plasma Blender?
Yep, it pretty much is exactly what it says it is.
It looks kind of comical.
Yeah, the main gimmick of this weapon is that when you're using this weapon, enemies basically have 0 iframes.
Nice.
So that you're basically just constantly doing damage.
Nice.
It really becomes apparent when during boss fights, though. And if you can chain combos with this thing, you'll do even more damage. And we got a glory zone. So glory zones are basically just a little mini challenge that can take a number of different forms, and you always get an armor piece of some sort. Like I've got the Alhawk's focused helmet, which makes my special powers, which I have none of right now, are free. And dang it! Wasn't supposed to take damage in that room, but I did, and so I failed.
You only get one shot?
For any given glory zone, yes.
Damn.
It happens. And yep, boss door. And these green things, it's a vending machine. The green ones give health. There are blue ones that give you energy, and there are red ones where you spend energy you spend health to gain money.
Interesting.
Oh, jeez, I didn't realize it was this boss. I don't really like this guy.
He's a real scumbag?
Yeah, but remember when I said that enemies don't really have iframes with this weapon?
Yes.
That's why I like this weapon. Reflex.
Sayonara!
Reflex Rapidifier slows down enemy projectiles. That's pretty good.
But not as good as the weapon you have.
Although the zoomed out read door, I'm not used to that because I changed the window size specifically for streaming. And this particular weapon, whenever you finish a stage, you have an option of either collecting the boss weapon or just getting getting like extra health or something. I'm gonna go ahead and get the various weapons, even though this one in particular I don't really care for, because it is purely momentum based. Its speed and direction are totally based on what direction you are going in. And I don't particularly like that. And we have 3 options here. And the doctors give sassy comments, yes. The weapon I have is this guy's weakness, so I might as well go after that, I guess. Because there is actually a weakness chain. You just have to figure out what it is. And one other benefit to these weapons, most of them, if not all of them, have some utilitarian use. And there's a kitty that gives me some armor. Nice. So the weapon that I just got, the special weapon, its utilitarian purpose, it basically locks Yoku blocks in place. So when you're in an area that has Yoku blocks, you can use this weapon to basically go to where those blocks are, and they won't disappear anymore. Definitely a nice thing, but that's really the only reason why I would ever grab it. I sure as heck wouldn't use it as an actual attack. But that's my opinion, so. So not only are there... there's an item to find in every level, and there's also, at the very least, a chance, I don't know if it's guaranteed or not, that you can find a shop. I think I'm about to find one or the other right up there. This is not the easiest thing to get to. Especially with my current stats. Because you can upgrade your... it's another weapon. I might as well just show it off. It's a glaive. You have a spin attack while you're in the air. I'm keeping the blender.
Yeah.
So we've seen 3 out of the 4 alternate weapons. So at least I'm able to show off those. And hey, another glory zone. Very nice. Let's see, we got lock the blocks. Well, that's one way of showing off the using that. There we go. And Uxchex, it's a headpiece. Volt dash activate. Complete dashes more quickly. Yeah, that's fine. So there are 4 slots for armor pieces. There's your head, arm, body, and feet.
Much like Mega Man.
Yeah. And you can mix and match whatever you find. Power kills might restore health. Thrill Seeker. Future stages are guaranteed to have glory zones. Yeah, sure. And there's also 4 different armor styles, I guess. Because we've seen the green and the red. There's also yellow and purple. And if you get a full set, you get some really cool ability based off of what it is. I forget what all the things are there. And this is one boss I don't like too much, but he's already dead. Enemies drop more energy, that's fine. And the Vera. Vera's... I don't find it the most useful thing, but basically it's... Well, it definitely looks different than it used to. It's basically, it's kind of like the Blender. It's a ranged attack, but basically enemies have pretty much 0 iframes. I don't have the weakness for any of these 3. I'll go after the big ones. But I believe you can use the Vera, if you point it downward while you're in the air, you can hover. Oh yeah, you actually gain altitude. Okay, didn't realize that. Because I don't use that ability, like, hardly ever. Nope, that's a pit. Sometimes you gotta check underneath the world, because that might be where the shop or the item is. Because all
just trying to get you to think outside the box.
Yeah, because all these levels are randomly generated. Though the more you play, the more you'll recognize certain segments. Honestly, out of Ace's weapons, the Plasma Blender has like the smallest hitbox. So the fact that you're commenting on the hitbox even then kind of says something. All right, so this glory zone, I have to destroy things. Oh, okay. Oh boy. There, I made it. And armor towards momentum. Ah, hover boots. Very nice. I do have to be careful. I am low on health now. Ah, these things, yeah. So, we got these little dispensers here. You have to go into the green areas to basically get rid of those explosive things, because otherwise they'll blow up. And probably the most annoying thing about these enemies is that they have really good defense, such that basically any attack you do does 1 damage. Which is really nice when you have a weapon that hits about 1,000,000 times a second. Like the one I have, for example. And these enemies that are glowing, they will drop soul chips, which is basically what you use to unlock new items. So the fact that I'm at 2 health makes me a little wary. Especially since it's a weapon. I'm not lucky today on getting those, because normally those are supposed to be items, but they can be weapons. And honestly, I don't want them to be weapons right now. Well, we're at the boss. And we have a shop. What do we have in here? Let's see. Power deal more damage. Plumber Hat boosts both jumping and plumbing abilities. And Spicy Incense, +1 attack damage per level, and also now. I like that. Since I've been I've been deprived of attack boosts. so far this run. But Shatterbeak here isn't really that hard of a fight. Especially since, yeah, he's already dead. Aha! Plus 2 max health. That is a lovely thing to do. Okay. I have the weakness for the astral twins here. That's where I'll go. Oh, thank you for life extender max health plus 1. Good. So yeah, these being the Yoku blocks. This is what I was referring to. You know what? Yeah. Just for that one, at least. And the ice weapon is very handy for getting rid of these stupid flame shooters. Really? It's another weapon? And it's the same weapon I've already got? Game, you are trolling me. I want items! Not... yes, that is a thing. And there is also online co-op. I don't know if you're restricted to one person playing as Nina and the other as Ace. I don't recall that off my head.
We'll look at that later.
Clear the way forward a little bit. Glory Zone, be swift, so I have to kill all these enemies in a certain amount of time. Shouldn't be a problem here. And Oxjack Blitz. 4-way dash in midair. Air dash, but I like my hover better.
Yeah, hover is definitely a better option than the dash. With the hover, you realize you're going to make a mistake, you just back off. With a dash, you realize you make a mistake, you're dead.
Yeah, especially since that it was 4-way dash. That you can also dash downward. Not sure why you would, but you can.
To get to the floor faster, maybe?
I don't know. Hello, Smitten Kitten. Yep, that's a shop. That looks nice. Let's see what we got for sale here. Plus 2 speed. Nuts can give you armor. Plus 2 power damage. And dashing fires a powerful blast. I'm gonna take the 1 speed. And yeah, do the dash bolt thing. It's not bad. It's one of the new items that I haven't had that much experience with. And health. Thank you. And we made it to the boss. Ooh, a lot more health. And I don't need to partake of the vending machine today. So, the Astral Twins. Their gimmick is that there's 2 of them. And although one neat aspect of this fight You have these falling platforms. If they land on you, they deal damage to you. You can also weaponize this. Thing is, there are achievements for accomplishing certain things with against the level 8 version of any given boss. That's how you. Oh, geez, another spicy incense. Nice. So now I get 2 bonus attack power every level, every stage. And I forgot what I was saying. Right. There's an achievement for beating the level 8 version of any given boss in a specific way. And that's how you get the achievement for Twin Astrals, by killing them, by at least getting the kill shot with the, by dropping a platform on them. I'll do this here. I do have that one's weakness. The rolling fire shield thing that I have is their weakness. And I believe the utilitarian use for this weapon is it blocks. I want to say it blocks shots. There we go. And in this particular level, the ice weapon is a godsend, because there will be fire shooters everywhere. Yeah, I can make that. More armor. Alright. And this glory zone is Be Swift. Alright, that should be no trouble at all. And ooh, it's an arm one. Charge time reduced. Doesn't really this weapon can't really be charged per se, but it builds a charge as you gain a combo. Which means it should happen a lot faster now. Which is nice. It's not something. This weapon is not something that can be charged manually, but anything that affects charged weapons does do that. Whatever. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Let's see. Well, this little alcove is a whole lot of nothing. There we go. Aha! And I got smushed between the platforms. It didn't kill me. And was that another freaking weapon? I am getting screwed over on that today. Alright, might as well see if it's the last one. Yep, that is the last one that we hadn't shown. The Sharp Spear. It's very long range, but you're sacrificing your ability to hit anything above or below you.
Blunder equals best weapon in game.
Well, that, in my opinion, yes. Goodness knows, when you're playing as Nina, you believe your options include like a 3-way shot. You have a 4-way shot going up, down, left, and right. You have what's basically the wave beam, and another one that's pretty much a shotgun. Although, whereas the Ace's weapons tend to be stronger, at least as far as base damage, Nina's tends to be weaker, but that's mostly because you just get more shots. Alright, Rollster Beta. So once you bring his health down to about half, he goes berserk. And he splits in half. In later levels, he'll actually split again into 4. So you have to deal with 4 of these things.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. What is leaf metal plating? Become as fast and durable as the wind. I believe that's higher speed, I think higher jump, and minus HP. Yep, plus 4 run speed, plus 4 jump height, minus 2 HP. But my HP is kind of fine right now. Ring Blade.
Okay.
It is exactly what it says it is. Okay. I have 2 weapon options here. I'm gonna go do Death Lotus. And the thing is when it comes to your various stats, your max HP, your max energy, attack strength, power strength, all that, there is no cap.
Nice.
Which can really get crazy, because there's various challenge modes that you can toggle. One of them is endless. Which basically means the game goes as long as you survive. And depending on how long you go, your stats can get insane. But the thing is, that can be kind of dangerous too, especially with your run speed and your jump height, because that can get kind of, the higher that goes, it can get kind of hard to manage. And that item is there. It's an actual item. And, ooh, regenerative plating, plus 2 HP. I recover 2 HP at the start of every level. Very nice. And most items you can get more than once, and they do stack.
Nice.
And I'll likely take the go for glory again, but I was gonna just clear out the next rooms, so I don't have to worry about it. And get a bit of health before going in. Disable traps. What do I have to disable? Using a weapon that I hadn't shown off yet. Basically a force field weapon that can disable all those laser traps, which we hadn't seen too much of, I don't think. Your attack kills might restore energy. Nah. I don't use energy that much anyway. So if it was the purple arm upgrade, I definitely would have grabbed it because that's restore health by attack kills. And yeah, a lot of people really like the purple armor set.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you a lot of good stuff, up to and including double jump.
Double jump and hover?
Well, no. It's the Dracopin boots that give that, and you can only have one set of any given armor slot. And we got ourselves. And that's the thing. Item. Enemies drop more energy. I don't really need that. Enemies drop more health. Much better. Drop more energy. Charging draws in pickups. Give with this weapon, not very useful. I'll go ahead and grab that. Plus max energy, plus more power strength. Your charged attacks vaporize enemy shots. Again, with this particular weapon, not the most useful thing. But there is one thing I can show off. Except I don't actually have that weapon, never mind. I thought I did for some reason.
Hopefully you'll find it soon.
Well, I know which weapon it is now, I just thought for some reason I already had it. So, the gimmick with this boss, over time, he just starts, all these little flowers start spawning in, and holy cow, that did a lot of damage. And goodness knows, even with weaknesses, though, my special weapon isn't really doing that much damage, but then again, my power strength really isn't that high. Oh, it's plus 5. It's still pretty good. Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Cause you're kicking his ass. That's all
yeah, but I'm realizing I'm at kind of low health.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, got him.
Knew you would.
Ooh, max health plus 4. Good. Mortar. Fires an arcing blast that explodes on contact. Against, that one, dispenser enemy that has the huge amount of a defense, yeah, that will home in, this weapon will home in on that enemy and insta-kill it.
Oh, God.
Which is nice. Although my weapon can practically insta-kill it too, just because I hit it so often.
Yeah.
And stank beetles are probably one of the more annoying enemies in my mind, just because they tend to have shields. And the higher level ones can give shields to other enemies too. One good thing is that they tend to only have shields on the front. And this one is Glory Zone. Light them up. Just have to make it to all the various checkpoints here. And there we go. Oh, Dracopin's Claw. Charge your attacks even chargier. Yes, please. Double stage charge, which with this weapon, it looks really nice.
Nice.
We'll see how... And we're seeing the second charge on that weapon now. That it looks really good. Enemies drop more health. That's all right. And the farther in the game you go, you have more enemies. I believe the stages tend to get longer. Enemies are just stronger and more plentiful. Basically, the stage just gets more annoying as things go, which makes sense. Holy cow, that's a lot of damage I'm doing. If you upgrade your attack power enough, you'll just melt enemies with this thing. What do we got? Oh.
Especially the bosses.
Quantum Spook. All attacks ignore walls and shields. Half off. Yes, please. Band of Might. Base attacks deal more damage. Yes, please. Even more attack damage. Immunity to knockback. That's good, since I don't have a chest armor spot yet. And Zookeeper Sigil. Repros deal 25% additional damage. I don't have any familiars at this point, so I don't see the point in getting that. But yeah, there's about half a dozen different familiars you can get, and you don't get multiples of a certain type, well, except for maybe one exception, but they just get stronger the more of them you get.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing shop. Okay. Visage, right. I need mortar for this. The main function of the mortar in this fight is that it will basically destroy your shield generator there. And just watch the health go down. At Spicy Incense again. Holy cow. That's...
It's like a blankie is done.
Yep. Force Nova. Release Shockwave, crushing foes and blocking shots and destroying those laser. World Slug. Platform slow down. Okay. Alright, so the last level 8. Last of the regular stages, quote unquote.
So you definitely have his weakness now, right?
Oh, yep. Well, like I said, you don't have to pick up the weapons after a boss. You do have other options that you can gain a HP upgrade or something like that. There's always a couple options that you can get if you don't like that particular weapon. Like that Shadespur weapon, the one that is based off of momentum, I usually never grab that one. Just because I don't like the weapon, so I usually grab one of the other options. Alright, I see something down here. What do we got? This is very useful here. Item! Dragapent's Pride! Attack kills might restore health. Thank you! As if I didn't have enough incentive to kill things. Alright, what is this? Oh, light him up again. Alright. Oh, this one's kind of interesting. And Oxjack's Guile, dashing grants a shield. Nah. I like the one I just got. Oh, hello. Armor capsules are worth 1 more, so instead of being worth 2, they're now worth 3. Good. Another token. Ourselves a shop over here, or not, never mind. Unless it's down here, I don't think it is. Ah, here it is. Oh boy. More health. That's nice, but it's a little expensive. Hoarder's Might. Nut holding increases damage. That's also pretty good. +2 armor at level start. That's actually, I'm gonna grab both of these. Seems kind of counterintuitive that I'm getting some spending nuts to give me something that gives me a bonus for having nuts, but oh well. This is the last regular level. I don't think I'll be encountering another shop in this from here on. So if I was gonna get that, might as well be now. Oh boy, that. Oh boy, this is a nasty little region. Whole lot of spewers here. Thankfully, these things don't turn around.
Yeah, that's good. This way you can stay on one side of them and they can't do anything to you. Right?
Well, in most cases, they're positioned in such a way that they're on the edge of a platform or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was considering something similar, Remelia. As I found the that particular Guardian Beast option to be the most interesting, just to see what the dynamic would be. Well, it's a bit late for this, but the Volunteer in-level shops have become very safe labs. I was planning on explaining it. I was hoping I would get a good chance to, but the very safe labs sometimes show up in the place of a shop. It's basically, it's a quote-unquote experimental item. You get some it's one of those really big double-edged sword kind of items. You get a bonus, but there's always a drawback involved.
Yeah. Okay.
And depending on whether or not you take it, it all depends on how confident you feel about things moving forward. And this is pretty much what this thing's weakness is. It's Vera, and I'm sending those cube missiles right back at him. Which, honestly, my regular attacks are probably doing more damage than this. But, oh well. Yeah, it's definitely doing more damage. Ooh, +2 armor at level start. Good. And the Quint Laser. The bullet is enormous. There is no escaping. I like that one just for the reference that it makes. the utilitarian use for that weapon? Oh, okay. Well, I am not used to this cutscene. This must be new. I believe the first time you get through this, they press that vacation button and the airlock comes in and spits them out or something like that. So the fact that it didn't do that, I wasn't used to that. But stage 9. So after the first 8 stages, in whatever order you do them in, you always end up here. Let's see. Oh, and the downside to having the quantum spook, the ice weapon, which normally would shatter on impact, doesn't do that because it doesn't actually hit the wall. And so the Quint laser. One, you can charge it. It does quite a lot of damage. But the drawback of it moving very slow. In further reference to the source material. Its utilitarian use is that you can use it when it's fully charged to destroy vending machines. In fact, there is an achievement for doing that. And what you get depends on what type of vending machine it was. If it was one that gives health, you'll likely get health. If it was, basically you get either health or energy or nuts, depending on what it would normally give you. And occasionally you can get an item from it or something. It's not the most common thing, but there's an item you can get that makes that more likely. Oh, thank you for help. Even though I didn't really need much of it. What's my... Okay, my speed is a +6. And it already feels like I'm moving pretty fast. Especially when I'm dashing. Which kind of makes you wonder when it's up to like 20 or some crazy thing like that. I was about to wonder why I was picking up nuts, but I remembered that I've got Quarter's Might. Oh geez, I'm out of energy. Crap. Didn't realize I was using quite that much. Not to mention, I've got like 3 different items that increase the chances of the enemies dropping energy, and yet I haven't been getting any. There's some. Now think about it. How many of those things do I have? Okay, I've got 2 of those. I thought I had 3. stupid Yoku blocks that weren't there when I initially got here, so I didn't realize they were a thing. And I'm out of energy again. Made it. Yeah, stage 9 is pretty long. Tokens, yay, energy. And yay for jump height. Alright, what do we got? Increase my invulnerability frames. Yeah, I kinda want that. Max health plus 4. Yes. And enemies drop more armor. Yeah, I'll take that too. And go ahead and do some damage to the vending machine. Got some free health there. Alright. Okay. Dr. Brighton Sharp. One of the people who built us. One of the guys that was making snarky comments between stages this whole time. And I think I got pretty lucky that that went that well. So 3 items. Spillover Matrix. Extra health becomes energy, not the other way around. That is actually quite helpful right about now. Oh. Bracer of Battle, plus 5 attack.
Damn!
And Band of Fight, another plus 2. And yep, onwards to the final level, level 10. And you were seeing how much damage I was doing to that thing that wasn't fighting back? It was doing 101 damage a tick.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I was doing at full strength. This weapon is good. I might have things. I might show off. I might show off something at the end of this. We'll see. I hadn't really thought that far ahead. Is there? No, that's just spikes.
How many stages are there in this game again?
10. The 8 regular stages, which can be done in... Well, you at least have some control over what order you do them in. And then you have 9 and 10, which are always what they are.
Okay.
So we're at the final level now. Wound up all the way down here. Dang, I was just following this one enemy all the way down here. Oh, that was nice. Got a lot of mileage out of that one. Give me that help. I'm just tanking everything right now. I need the help. Thank you. Made it to the end. So this stage isn't as long as 9.
That's good.
But we have a shop. What do we got? Patchwork connector. Set requirements reduced by 1 piece. I didn't know that was a thing. That's not helping me here, though. Plus attack. Armor capsules are worth more. Nah. Self plus 1. Nah. More attack power.
Definitely take it.
And just go ahead and take advantage of these vending machines and just destroy them because I can. And the final boss. The other doctor that was in charge of us. Dr. Arlen Flat, and he was not very well. And he just destroyed the health bar.
What?
Yep, that's a thing he does.
And he's got clones of you and the other one.
Well, think about it this way. What do you think happens to you when you die? You explode and they build another one. And the fact that because of the window size, I am not seeing the stuff that's on the far wall kind of worries me. Because I don't normally have the window settings like this, but I set it this way just so that you have a better chance of actually reading what's being showed on screen. I don't know how successful that is, but it's been, but definitely would have been better than having it more towards a 16:9 kind of deal. Because I noticed that it was kind of hard to read the text on that.
Incoming.
Oh, and okay, thank you. Alright, I'm just gonna charge up quickly. Never mind. I thought I had more time for that than that. Okay. So one thing that's kind of interesting about these last 2 bosses, they kind of incorporate things that you had seen before. Where the first boss incorporated all the boss stuff. This one, I guess this one kind of incorporates boss stuff too, but just in a different way.
11 more health. 10.
Don't. Hold my charge. Hold the controller in a weird way. Fire! And yet this will just keep going back and forth until he dies. Or I die, whichever comes first.
His death.
So he is showing damage. There we go. Gotcha. But the game's not quite over yet. There we go.
Now you gotta escape, right?
Yep, escape sequence. And rescue our little buddy here, who has this really giant laser, which makes me wonder why you weren't able to use that all this time while you were in prison. Oh well. Thing is, you see, things are kind of exploding behind us. It's really not that hard to, you almost have to try to let all the explosions catch up to you. But we still have all the wreckage of the other robots lying around. I think some of them can still hurt you. Plus you have all the lava and the pits and whatever else is going on here. And whenever, as you had seen, no doubt, when you fall into lava or a pit, you go back to whatever the last bit of solid ground was. And we made it. Yeah, slain by nothing. Woo! And yeah, I'll just go through all that. Failure note. Killer. They're going to love this one. Business team mans. If you died, they always give some sort of snarky comment about how you sucked, regardless of how far you got.
Mm-hmm.
And yet we got our ending cutscene. Apparently we were on a space station this whole time. And the away it goes. But our two heroes are able to make it to safety. And then it goes through all the credits. At least this time around, even if I'm just speeding through it, I'm at least showing off the credits. And it just skipped right past the ending picture. I didn't really get to see it much. Alright, so I can buy new things. What do we got here? Fortune Stabilizer. Shops and slots always spawn. Starts next level. No doubt in the boss room. No doubt. Thorned Hull. Attack damage scales up with health. Sounds good. And Splintering Twinifier. Twinifies future repros. Oh, really? Huh. That's cool. So as long as you have things that haven't been unlocked yet, there will always be 3 here that you can purchase with soul chips that you collected during any given run. You always lose whatever soul... Whenever you start a new run, you always lose whatever soul chips you had. So if you have stuff to invest, might as well do so. Yeah. Twinifier. What do we got over here that I can start a run with? That's sometimes restore health. And enemies drop more health. Good. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do a run as Nina, since I showed off Ace. Might as well do a run as Nina. Just, it may not go quite as well. Just because I don't seem to do as well with Nina than I do as Ace. And then I'll probably end the stream after that. Ooh, Dracopin's Pride and Wave Beam. Oh, it was actually called Wave Beam. And it pretty much does what you would expect Wave Beam to do. One nice thing about this game is all the health drops and such, I don't believe they ever despawn. Which comes in handy if you kill something from all the way across the screen. You realize there was the Aqua Teen Hunger Force reference, right? I don't think Metroid is too, I don't even know where I was going with that. But yeah, this game does have a lot of goofy references sprinkled throughout. Especially if you go through the data lore entries, because they have the Aqua Teen Hunger Force reference. That would be the Quint Laser. An obvious upgrade to the Quad Laser. Metroid Wave Beam. The thing that I'm using right now. That kinda sort of looks like the Wave Beam. And we made it to the boss. Of course, one awkward thing to get used to is... Oh, it was the Twin Astrals. I know it said at the start of the level, I just wasn't paying attention. When you're going from one run to the next, it's... getting used to having, like, no upgrades again. Ah, fair enough. Basically, Wave Beam is the thing. It's wavy, and it goes through walls. That's pretty much the long and short of it. And we're not seeing it here, but one gimmick that the Twin Astrals tend to have is when you kill one, the other... It's kind of on a timer, and then it'll... if you don't kill the other one fast enough, the first one you killed will come back to life with the same health that the first one had. That the other one currently has. Flame Shield? Nah. +3... Yeah, I'll just grab that one. Yeah, I'll fight her. Go ahead and get that Quint Laser so I can make make proper use of the vending machines. And each boss, there's like 2 or 3 different types of levels that, and each boss has follows a specific one. Like the penguin will always be in the ice stage. Kerr will always be in this sky tower thing. So that can help make your decision as to which stage to go to. Saying something?
Yeah, for a second, when I saw that one, I thought you were gonna fall for sure. Was on one wall when you hit near the bottom.
Yeah, the game is a bit kind of generous regarding the wall jumping. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't get hurt there. I thought I jumped through that too early. Ah, that's a weapon. What is this? This is Scatter Blast. Short range shotgun, basically. Not bad. Yeah, Portal 2 co-op is definitely something I've kind of had my eye on. Today, I don't know, but...
I know you got a couple people that might be... if you want to do a co-op, they're ready for you.
Yeah.
Me included.
Goodness knows I've still got just a regular Portal 2 LP on the to-do list as well. So I want to... When I do that, that's probably when I would want to do the co-op stuff too, and probably have the whole co-op thing recorded just to make sure that it actually gets done. Oh, hello, very safe lab. What do we have here? Brutish augmentation. Cast your powers aside, embrace your primal power. So, if I'm interpreting that correctly, that will boost my regular attacks, but make it so I cannot use powers ever. Works for me. Yeah, and as if to drive the point home, my max energy is now a 0. Although, now I'm wondering, I'm curious to see what the data lore says on that, actually. Grants characters incredible attack power with an extremely situational and minor downside. So, if I'm interpreting that right, any boost to power damage would have been shunted into my regular attack, but I don't think I actually had a bonus to power attack, so I probably didn't get as much of that out of that as I could have. Oh well. It just means that I'm not going to be grabbing powers at all, because I can't actually use them. Makes that decision easy. And, of course, what's the first thing I get? Plus power damage and plus energy. Yeah. Game be trollin'. Yeah, let's use a bird. Yeah, some of the other very safe lab stuff that you can get includes, oh geez, spicy incense. Thank you. Enemies drop more nuts. Thank you for that too. Makes it so there's somewhere it boosts up your special attacks, but it consumes your maximum energy when you use them. So you definitely have to be careful about that. There's one that gives you basically every type of, every single type of the, familiars, but makes it so you can't use any attacks at all yourself, powers or regular attacks. That's actually one of the first times I had ever actually beaten this game, I was with me using that, so I really like that weapon, that ability. Starbeam, yep. Turn all 4 directions. I actually like the shotgun better. And dang it. This is what I get for reading chat. I'm being distracted. So, what was in here? Oh, stuff that I already... Well, actually, I don't have a headgear yet. And this will put me 2 points toward the Dracopen set. That's good enough for me. Alright, bird. Let's do this. Wow, one charge did about a third of your health. Ooh. Re-beginner. Basically, an extra life.
Nice. Fine.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Oh, jeez. Shield enemies. Right, and I don't have... Well, for one, I don't have the wave beam anymore, and I don't have quantum spook either. Which kind of makes... When you have one, you don't really need the other. Alright! Before I started the run, I bought the thing that basically... When I get a familiar, I get 2 of them. So when I got the extra life, I got 2 of them instead.
Yeah. Oh, that's even better.
Oh, yeah. I had forgotten about that. Let's see what we got over here. Ooh, it's an item. Good. It's extra health. Very good. And getting extra health is really important when you're doing an endless mode, because at a certain point, the damage that enemies starts doing to you starts scaling upwards. And I am convinced that there is no limit to how far you can go and how high the damage can get. So you kind of want health, a lot of it, if you're going for that kind of run. Thing is, it wasn't even something that I bought. It was something that I got that the boss gave me. So that was even better. Glory Zone Flea. We hadn't seen this one yet. Basically, we just have to get to the end without getting caught by that swarm of black shadowy things that is behind me. And body armor, no. If I have any chance of getting full Dracopent, I'm doing it. Alright, with the Dracopent head, when I charge, I get 2 charge shots instead of 1.
Nice. Speaking of that, Dracopent head was worth it.
Yeah, I had forgotten what that one did. Although probably, I forget what the full benefit of the Dracopent set is, but probably one of my favorite ones is the yellow set, which if you have the full set of it, you become immune to all hazards. But like these lasers, they would do nothing to you. I believe you're immune to like spikes, like lava, I believe. Basically, anything that's not an active enemy that can deal damage to you wouldn't. Ooh, more speed. And what do we have in the shop today? 50% chance of using a vending machine for free. More speed. Hover boots. Armor capsules are worth more. You know, I don't have leg armor yet. I'll go ahead and grab that.
Okay.
If I can get the Dracopent one, that's fine. But this will tide me over until then. What is this? Oh, enemies drop more armor. Good. More nuts. Enemies drop more nuts.
Your last run.
Enemies drop even more nuts.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's just straight up nuts.
Yeah, well, if I get more, hey, I'm not gonna argue. The rich get richer. No. Thought there was something there, but no. Oh, we got another very safe lab. What do we have here? What? Vitality Partitioner. Optimally partitions your vitality. This, I don't recognize this. That's because I've never actually gotten this one before.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
Let's find out. With my current loadout, that didn't really do me much good. Oh boy. Yeah, that was regretful. Plus 24 max energy, minus 8 max health, and pretty sure I still can't use powers even if I had grabbed any. Because of the other item I got from this very safe lab.
Oh man.
Well, hey, at least now I know. It's part of
that you'll never pick it up again.
Well, not under these circumstances, no. But the thing is, there's the data lore entries that basically describe everything that you've gotten. So now I will now and forever have access to knowledge of what that item does.
Good. Okay.
So I'm curious what the thing actually says about that. Inspired by Hawk's seemingly bottomless supply of energy, this AUG grants the user an incredible boost to their energy at absolutely no cost whatsoever. It's very safe, and reports claiming it leaves you with no health are greatly exaggerated. It only eats half of your health. And probably how much energy you get is probably based off of how much health you lose. Yeah. I wasn't really paying attention to that part. Another familiar, the tiny flame spewer. And yep, it did give me 2 of them. I thought maybe it would just give me 1 at level 2 strength, but no, it gave me 2 of them. That's neat.
Question.
Yes.
In that one twin room here, is there a trophy for destroying them with only platforms?
The achievement for that is you have to get the kill shot with the platforms, but you have to do it on level 8. All of the boss achievements are at level 8.
Okay, so they can't be done any sooner.
Yeah. Excalibur, attack damage up, power damage down. Yes, please.
Be back in a minute.
And I got some of my XP and my HP back as well. I can grab an item. I can grab a power after this, just to prove that I still can't use them. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. You're spawning way the heck down there. I'm at 4 health. 3 health. Dang it. 2. 1. And I'm dead. Oh, never mind. I have the extra lives. Durr. I had forgotten all about that. Dash bolt, sure. Got the mortar, and yep. Can't use them. Sure. So really the only way I'm able to use powers again if I find an item called the System Restore, which basically takes all of the negatives that from very safe lab items and gets rid of them, but I still gain all the positives, I believe. I'm just gonna leave that one alone. Ooh, enemies drop more of everything! Thank you! That way. I'm so glad I have Drakman's armor. Gaining health from killing things is kind of what I want right now. Not to mention gaining health from grabbing nuts as well. Since I have that as... what's this? Finesse. In which I have to get through this segment without taking damage. And I already failed. Drat it. Go ahead and grab that. Ah, there's a kitty! But oh, well, that's fine. Didn't... even more run speed! My run speed's at a plus 15! Would kinda rather have, jump height, but... Oh. Yes? What's that put my attack power at? Plus 15? Ah. That worked out well. And boss time. I'd already bought stuff from here, right? Yeah. Hello, Vile Visage.
I'm back.
Hello again.
It's the face!
Yep, and he's not going to bring the shield down until I take out all the enemies that he spawned in. There we go. And Thunder's Boon, plus 6 of power strength. Yay.
Nice.
Well, I'm being sarcastic, I can't use powers. I might as well show off Rollster at level 8. Assuming I get that far. And since while you were gone, I found a shop and I got plus 7 attack power from said shop. So yeah, things are going well. Although it kind of sucks that I don't have my ice attack to deal with these stupid fire shooters.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't tell them to chill out, right?
Yeah. Glory Zone, no damage. Okay. Okay. How did I not get hurt in any of that? Ah, dang it. And the homing missile got me.
So close.
Well, there was one more wave after that. It's just when the enemies spawn like right on top of me, I'm surprised I didn't get hurt by any of that. I really should have been. Let's see. 2 different paths here. Aha! And it's a weapon. No, thank you. I think I already showed off all the weapons for Nina anyway. Well, no, the triple shot. I hadn't found, but oh well. It's a triple shot. What's there to explain? Oh, jeez, that's a lot of enemies right there. Another shop. Okay. Boost attack and attack damage costs speed. I have plenty of speed. I'm cool with that. And max health +4. Yes, please. So what's my attack at? +20.
You're right, Amelia. It has gone extremely well for him.
Yeah, considering I visited 2 very safe labs, yeah. Usually even just one of those things can just destroy a run. Especially if you don't know what you're getting. The fact that I was able to recover from having half of my health taken away. Yeah, the visuals on this boss seems to have been updated since last time I played. Okay, that was new. But a whole lot of bullet spam, no big deal. +5 attack strength, yay! And an extra +1. Alright, level 8, Rollster. One that's gonna split and then split again. Yay.
Yeah, so he's really got a split personality. Right?
Kinda, sorta, yeah. Yeah, having 2 successful runs in a row, that's... If that happens, that would be very nice. Okay. I really don't like these platforms too much. Although it might be more because of the fire that's surrounding it. Whatever. What if I am not liking this right now. Oh, you dropped health, but it probably went into the lava by now. Yeah, do have one extra life left. I'd rather not use it if I can help it. Oh, what's this? Mini Mecho Grinder! Orbital! Block shots! Okay, good. I like that. It seems appropriate that in a run that I have something that boosts my familiars that I'm actually getting said familiars. I wasn't actually expecting to. And... oh boy. I'm at 3 health. Getting that, going for that item is not worth it. Oh, there's another glory zone. Oh, armor. That's nice. So what is this? Glory zone finesse. Go through this segment without taking damage. Ah, dang it. Didn't even see those fire shooters up there. Give me health. That's energy. I don't need energy. Thank you. Okay. Oh, Zephyr increases attack speed. All stats way up. I can't afford that. Definitely need. Increased attack speed's good. Just think, I've actually had runs with Ace where I had my really nice weapon with the increased attack speed. It gets crazy, man. Even more so than what you had already seen. Okay, so gotta be careful. Oh, that was a lot of health you just gave me. Thank you, kitty. I love you, kitty. Even more health. And more armor. Very nice. And I don't need that vending machine. Alright, Rollster. Let's do this. And that's phase 1. And did I just one-shot one of those things? Because it didn't even go into its berserk phase. Good grief. Wow. You know what? I'm just gonna let my fire spear do a little bit of damage. Boom! I did not know you could do that. That was nice. Very nice. Alright, level 9.
Here we go.
So I'm noticing that my regular attacks with the shotgun against regular enemies at least is doing 24 damage per bullet. That's pretty good damage right there. Considering that a regular shot does, I think, not even the charge shot, it's 6 bullets per every time I push the button. That, and I'm kind of wondering how much the, one thing I got from the very safe lab is playing a role in this. Because I'm not entirely sure how much of a boost that's giving me right now. Oh, jeez. Very fast Yoku blocks. The fact that I think I was at 2 health at one point and now I'm at full again. I'm feeling very fortunate about that. Thankfully I had the hover boots, so I was able to not pay the price for that. Although the penalty for falling into pits isn't that bad. Although one of the challenge settings you can put actually sets you back into the good old days where falling into pits or falling on spikes was an insta-kill. That is a thing you can do. And the thing is, all the various things, I'll probably show off the full list of challenges you can do, and you can do them all at the same time. You can stack as many of them on top of each other as you want.
Oh God, that would be a real pain.
Thing is, that's where a lot of the achievements come from. Beating the game under a specific set of challenge flags. Skittery Smuggler, that's actually good. Static Clicklets, cling to walls. Really? Huh. And you can press down to slide. Okay, that's cool. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. And the Skittery Smuggler. Now, these little buggers will collect nuts that are lying around, and when they get a certain amount, they will turn into items. Considering that I'm getting 3 items from this guy, and they often drop a certain amount of nuts, I might actually get some from these guys right here and now. Okay.
bad you can't shoot straight up, right?
Well, there was one of the weapons is basically a four-way shot like that. So it shoots up, down, left, right. I just like the shotgun better. Alright. And... okay. Reflap. Headbutts nearby foes. I'm just getting all the familiars today. Thorn Hull. Attack damage scales up with health. That's pretty good. Well, that's one of these Skittery Smugglers. Ooh. +4 health, and nuts give armor. Or can give armor, I guess. That, I forgot, I wasn't sure if it was one item or two. And Blue Lander, max health +1 and full health. Pretty good. And I still have one of those Skittery Smugglers active, so I'll have to watch out for that when enemies drop things. Multiple Edwards. Are you talking about Final Fantasy IV, Mitsukara? Grab that nut. Yeah. Ooh, bunch of nuts. And you explode, and I get power up, and actually no, I don't want either of those. Well, I'll grab this one just because. But trades attack damage for energy, HP, and power damage. No, thank you. Attack power is pretty much all I got right now, and my max health is at 29. I think I'm fine. So, for familiars, I've got, well, as of now, one extra life that hopefully won't be. Two that'll headbutt enemies, and two more that are basically a short-range triple shot. That's pretty good. Any enemy that comes close to me is dying.
Very painfully.
Especially since those headbutt enemies tend to do pretty good damage. Yeah, like that one did 370, if I read that right. Although he was against some of the weakest enemies in the game, so I don't know if that means much. Like, so I don't need my regular weapon to shoot up and down. My familiars will do it for me. Alright, nuts can give me armor. That's a thing I have. And the wall cling too, I forgot I had that. Because I have a good bit of health doesn't mean I should get complacent. Just because I'm getting armor doesn't mean I should be getting complacent. token. Well, there could be a slot machine at the end of this one. Speaking of which, there's the end. And there is a vending machine. That gave me nothing, and ooh, +1 attack strength. Thank you.
So how many times can you use that vending machine? That slot machine?
As many times. Well, you spend tokens on that. So as long as you have tokens, you can spin the wheel. Yeah. +5 attack strength. And yep, plus attack strength and plus HP. I'm not familiar with this one. The leaf pedal becomes slightly speedier. That's +2 run and +1 jump. That's pretty good, actually. I didn't realize that's what that did. So, what is my attack power here? I forgot to look. My attack power is +50. Thing is, I have more health now than I did with Ace. So that's okay. I really don't like this resolution window because it's making it so I can't see what's going on the far wall. And when it's stuff that's being fired at you, you kind of need to see that. I'm definitely gonna set this back to what I normally have it at after this. I realize I have the extra life. If it comes to the point where I need it, something's gone wrong. And you are definitely not wasting time switching sides of the room here. Does that mean I'm doing that much damage with a fully charged shotgun blast? Maybe. Because I see he's already showing signs of damage. Although I'm thinking maybe I should let my familiars get their licks in before I do that, because it's clear that the reflaps aren't actually hitting. There we go. One more shot here should do the trick. Oh, the reflaps hit him in. Nice.
Jeez. And now onto the escape.
Yep. Which is largely the same every time. And while surviving this isn't exactly hard, there is an achievement for beating the game at 1 health. And I believe there's also an achievement for beating the game with a max HP of 1 or less. Which with the very safe labs is very possible to do. There's one in particular that basically brings your max HP down to 1. But for every one you lose, you gain like +2 armor, I believe. Definitely an interesting experience, to be sure. especially if you don't really have a whole lot of means of gaining more armor. Well, as long as you have armor, you're surviving. Yay! And I just timed it just right to skip all the tallying numbers. Time 51 minutes. It didn't feel like 51 minutes. Goodness. And even outside the safe labs, there are multiple ways of gaining and losing stats, and that includes max health.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen all this already. Might as well see if I can actually stop the credits at where that picture is, because I kind of want to see that. There we go. And it's just them lounging on the beach. And it's the Nina without the helmet, kind of another homage to one of the early Mega Mans. Was it 1 or 2 where the like?
I think it was 2.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. All right. So what new things can I buy here? Juiced reserves. Power damage scales up with energy. Not bad. Kinetic converter increases mobility, reduces damage. And Vibro Focus trades energy for HP and power damage. I can afford 2 of these, and it'll unlock it permanently. But I think I'm going to hold off on that, because it also gives you that item to start with on your next run. And unless I do another run right here and now, that would be wasted. And let's going into Defiant mode. Let's just take a look at what all these skulls are. We got Marathon. All levels are longer. Prepare for the longest journey. I think it just makes them like twice as long, maybe? I don't know. Famine. Famine. No health items drop. Bankrupts. No nuts drop. Purist. No movement upgrades or core augs drop. Paddle your own canoe. So basically no speed ups, no jump upgrades. None of the armor pieces. Lightning. Game runs at 150% speed. That applies to everything. Rock. Spikes, pits, spike-like things, lasers, and lava of any color are fatal. Oh, the lasers are... I didn't realize the lasers were insta-kills too. Okay. Yeah, that's something. Swarm. More enemies spawn. They will come for you. Your fate is known. A lot of people actually like Swarm, because, especially when you have upgrades that increase item drops, more enemies means more items to drop. Toxin. When the bonus timer runs out, you'll be poisoned until you die. No bonus chest. And Final Destination. No items. Fox only. Ha ha ha. Furor. Enemies act faster. Stacks with lightning. On Wrath, enemies deal more damage. Undying, enemies have more health. Stone, damage from level hazards is quadrupled. Dream vaguely of your ancestors. So it's kind of like Rock, except not quite as bad. Endless. Basically, you cycle through stages 1 through 8 over and over again, and you never hit stage 9 or 10. And the higher... Note how it says, not well tested, may crash at high levels. You could go up to, like, triple-digit levels on this. That is insane. High Tide. Yeah. Zone generation, level +4. Which basically makes levels harder right off the bat. Destiny. where instead of having 3 choices to choose from for the next level, you only have 1. And Dirt, I don't think I've ever seen this one. Only the first 3 bosses grant their usual rewards. Wow, okay then. That's interesting. That was a new one for me. Alright. So if I ever feel at a loss for something to do on a stream, I can always do something like this. Heck, I could even try doing a co-op just to see if things will actually work. That's gonna be it for today, so join me next time when we start Summon Night Swordcraft Story 2. The memes return, I guess. So until then, this is MeleeWizard, and have a nice night.
Have a nice night.